Hello, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to my simple country life. This video is a day late and $1 short, but we're getting it out. Been working on my berry border and got it all situated. Ended up ordering 2 more metal beds to go with the 1 Vigo bed I have. Can't remember the name of them, but it's in the video. The name of the 2 metal ones I got, they're not Vigo. They were quite a bit less expensive, and I really like them. So you'll get to see those in this video. You'll get to see how we set up the berry border. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them below. And I hope you enjoy the video. Also wanted to point out, you'll notice in the video that I'm walking very kind of gingerly. And this is why. When you see me walking kind of funny, it's because we have roots and they were all covered by the leaves and stuff, and I know they're there and I know to be careful. The gathering of the berry border bushel baskets has begun. We have a galvanized tub, we have a metal salt lick tank, and we have 3 plastic salt lick tanks, and a bird that just dive bombed this, or butterfly. No, that was a bird. A little one. But anyway, this will be the start of the berry border containers. We've just been going around out to the old barn and in front of the garage and all just around. I'm going to drill holes on the sides of all these containers, because even though this one has holes in the bottom, it did not drain as well as it could have or should have. So I think I'm going to do drainage holes around the side, and I think that'll work better. I may do some in the bottom as well. But that'll be the next step in this project, is getting the hose drilled and then getting them placed where I want them to go. But I'm happy to have got these gathered together for a start on the project. So I started working on the berry border, and I already think I'm going to change some stuff because we didn't get very far. I'm not going to use that old wash tub because I just really don't want to drill holes in it. It's a nice galvanized metal tub, and so I'll probably use it for something else, maybe a water feature. That's it so far. I think I'm going to go pull out the Vigo garden bed and see about putting it together so I can at least set it out here and see if I like how it looks. Today I'm inside because it's very, very windy outside. I'm going to be putting together these garden beds. I bought this Vigo garden bed earlier in the year when it was on clearance at Menards, and I don't remember what I paid for it. I looked on their website before getting on here, and this is the 4-in-1 11-inch tall 4-in-1 modular metal raised bed, and these are the configurations you can do with it. I'm going to be doing the 2x5, and the website says $129.95, and right now it's on sale for $99.95. I know I did not pay that much for it. I probably paid $60 or $70 for it. And then this one I got, it is a Land Guard. Oh, I got 2 of them. Land Guard galvanized raised garden bed, 4x2 by 1.5, and very simple instructions. And I got 2 of those, and they were $35.99 each. So basically got 2 2x4 1.5 foot beds for probably close to what I paid for this 1 5x2 by 11-inch garden bed. But anyway, I'm gonna sit on the floor, watch some YouTube videos, maybe a Hallmark Christmas movie, and put these together, and then we'll take a look at them once they're done. The Vigo garden bed was very straightforward to put together. The only thing you had to be mindful of is they wanted you to use those little nubby things in the top 2, and then the regular nuts on the bottom 2. And you just went all around. They gave you this little tool, so you just need this little tool and a Phillips head screwdriver. I used my DeWalt electric screwdriver, and you get 2 extra screws, an extra nubby, and an extra nut, and that's it. So I'm glad I didn't put this out on the deck, because if those had fallen through the cracks on the deck, I'd been in trouble. So I do still have the black trim I can put around the top, but it does have this nice rolled edge, so the edges aren't sharp. So very straightforward to put together, and feels good and solid. So happy with this one. Let's get on to the next ones. Okay, this is the Land Guard 2 foot by 4 foot by 1.5 foot garden bed. I like that it has the stabilizers in the middle. I will say this was a little harder to put together. Has galvanized screws and nuts, and they just did not go on as smoothly as these stainless steel ones. And we ended up having to use one of the nuts from the Vigo garden bed because the last screw was buggered up and we could not get a nut to go on it. So we used one of the screws and the nuts from the Vigo garden bed to finish this bed. They had a whole lot of extra washers, but only the correct number of screws. So I was happy we had the extra screw and nut from the Vigo garden bed. So there they are in comparison, 11 inches and 1.5 feet. And then that's Mickey Bug, our poor little sickly dog that has very bad breathing issues. I did have to have my husband's assistance with this one. Some of the edges didn't want to line up, and so I had to have him come and push down while I tightened the screw. And he definitely had to help me put the spacers in the middle, because it really is a two-person job on that part. The Vigo bed, hey Buster, could put that together by myself really easily. This one did require some assistance. So anyway, but overall, for the price, I'm very pleased with it. And I think it'll be very nice to plant strawberries and rhubarb in. And the other silver one, I want to plant strawberries and asparagus in. And this one, maybe herbs, maybe some other types of berries, in addition to the berries that I'll be planting in the barrel planters. But anyway, I really like both of these. And I'm going to put this other one together while I'm watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. this is what we've got going on for the berry border. Got everything all lined out. This one concrete planter had to be moved from that end down there to here, so I had to call out the big guns. My husband brought the furniture dolly out and he moved that there, and he didn't want to be on camera, which is fine. Now, all this stuff does need to be leveled and filled and all that good stuff, but that's going to be a project for another day. But I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking so far. I'll be even more pleased once everything is level and not wonky. And I was going to put mulch and rocks out in front of all these, but I don't know that I will now because I need rocks for around the veggie beds, for around the mulch around the veggie beds that we're going to be building. So what I may do, once I get everything level and situated, come spring, put down some soil and compost and plant like creeping thyme or creeping phlox, something that can act as a ground cover and suppress weeds, but doesn't mind a little pressure from lawnmower wheels. And I think that would look nice, and then, you know, I could step on it too. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, but I'm going to end this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave those below. I appreciate y'all stopping by, and y'all come back.